It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see this team's superstar running back. He'll be a focal point of his offense this week. Hope you're all ready for this one. And it's all up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Crescent City of New Orleans and the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints. Good to be with you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams that love to throw the football, and you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense, we're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another, and I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other, they study each other, they work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends. Come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, and when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights coming this offseason.
This will be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
We have the luxury each week, Mike, of sitting down with these players and really getting a behind-the-scenes look at what makes them so good and what makes them tick. And, man, wouldn't it be nice to be able to bring the fan kind of behind the curtain and let them see for themselves what we see firsthand? And, man, it would only take a couple minutes for you to realize just what kind of leader this guy is. You would never know he threw 3 touchdowns last week. All he wanted to talk about was the costly interception and the couple plays he left out there. That's why they rally around him. The better he plays, the better the team plays. They need more consistent performances from him to get the rest of this team to do their part.
Now, faking the give. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Olave is the motion man. Throwing now on 3rd and long, and that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all 3 phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week, and going forward, it's going to be a hard team to beat.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield. 3rd down, 3 to go. Move the sticks. That's a 1st down. Down to the 45-yard line. He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a game of sticks. Result is a first down. They'll stay on the ground. He'll get this down to the 44. That's about it. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now this time they'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Here's a 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. Now a give up the middle. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
The extra point, up and good. And the visitors will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll take it in at the goal line. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Saints offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. The numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here, right up there among the NFL leaders in touchdown passes. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
He'll look to throw. Now here comes the screen to Pierce. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. This one fielded out beyond the 25. The visitors' offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here. They begin this drive 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. Next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This is caught down that right sideline. It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive.
Really nice throw there.
This crowd hoping for a challenge, and they're going to get their wish. The red flag is on the field. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After review of the play.
So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just 1 challenge for the remainder of the game. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Still 1st down.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar.
Automatic 1st down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to the ground after the penalty. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. So after 1, it's a close game early on. More from New Orleans after this. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time, but contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So
nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there.
That is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Second down and 3. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Quick hitting slant there. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Up the middle they go. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down. Now a timeout for injury. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Olave is the motion man. To the air now on 1st and 10. Throw left side, that's Johnson. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. At the 43-yard line. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Here comes 3rd and 6. Olave is the motion man. Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. 15-yard pickup there. It's good for a Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and
he will score. Chris Olave. The Saints.
There's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch, but the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback, and then sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills, and wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. He's building a case for the MVP. He is the leader in the NFL in touchdown passes as we move into the back half of the season. He'll look to throw here on first down. He'll look over the middle and find his running back.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
22 yards, the pickup there. That's enough for a first down.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs to kind of help wear down the defense. And I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
2 minutes to play in the first half of a three-point game. We're back to New Orleans after this. Now they'll set up to throw. A throw left side will be intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 33.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. Here's first and 10. He's going to look for the home run ball. He is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. Patterson at the extra point. He gets it to go. Saints are on top. It's 14-10. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. Trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with first and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. And that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball. Find easier completions. Find the better matchup. And instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception. These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains. You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. And this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Throwing now from the gun. That'll be intercepted. Picked up by Kool-Aid McKinstry.
Just think back to a few plays ago, Mike. This offense is finding themselves entering the red zone. It looked like we're about to see a touchdown. That's how fast things can change in this game. The defense finds themselves with their back against the wall, coming up with a huge fourth down stop. Not only do they keep points off the board, but it's nicer to do it when you come off with the ball in your hand.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Owned back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Trying to get himself upfield, and he cannot do it. Knocked back at the 2-yard line. And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. This offense and their wide receiver heading back onto the field. As we play here in the month of November, worth noting he's putting together campaign to remember. The NFL's leader amongst wideouts in receiving touchdowns. To the ground, a first down run. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw. A dive and a catch. Incredible.
You got to catch them all, Mike. That's what you get paid to do. Not every ball is going to be perfectly thrown. And this is a great example. When you give maximum effort on every play on the field, man, it's funny how good things just tend to happen.
14 on the pickup. And that will be a first down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. A gain there of 23 yards. That's enough for a first down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in for the score.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be at a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the... First and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Now he'll air one out.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
They put a receiver in motion to the left. Back to the air once more on second down. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Now, faking the give. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 24. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll air it out down the middle. That's caught! And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score! 76 yards. It is a touchdown. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The PAT, up and good. And the visitors go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. Oh, he's got room past the 30. The Saints offense ready to see what they can do this next possession. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Olave is the motion man. He'll drop to throw. He's going to keep it. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. It is picked up by the defense. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll give on the ground, and he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Ryan Brzee there for the tackle. 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the 3rd, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
A modest game, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. A handoff as they try to run it here. Space to run inside the 20. A gain there of 15. And that will be a first down. He'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
From the 2 now, here's second and goal. They'll send a tight end in motion. Go with their fullback trying to get it. Good blocking, and he's in. Has a touchdown. They're out there to block most of the time, but Greg, great reward for the fullback to carry it in for the touchdown.
Not every team in the league even carries a fullback, but man, if you have one on your roster, Mike, not many better places to use him than down here on the goal line.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Take it all the way, boys. Come on, run it. Step up and get back the ball. Right here. Got it. Ready? Keep it moving on.
Back to throw. And he's open middle of the field. It is caught. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's in the end zone and intercepted.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Result is a first down. Handoff here, up the middle. He finds a seam, a good run, up past the 40. Let's give him 9 on that one. Second and a yard. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Terrific day throwing the ball, and the numbers now show it. Over 300 yards passing in this one. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now a running play. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stick with him again. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
And what's that one thing you hear from coaches all the time, Mike, right? Finish strong, and he's doing just that. His numbers here in this one, they have been terrific. But he's going to give you a full 4 quarters, and I think at this point in the game, he knows there's even more yards to be had.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll try to run with their fullback. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5. Now this time they'll look to throw. His throw left side is complete. And he's going to be taken down.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach. When you give the ball to the fullback, it just hits a lot faster, so it puts a lot of pressure on the defense to trust their reads and react. It's exactly what we saw here. They're able to take them down in the backfield for a loss.
He pulls it in around the 5. Now that's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll throw out of the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the visitors will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints offense headed back to take over once more. Let's go back and scroll through some of their drives. One theme, Greg, going to keep emerging throughout. Too many turnovers.
Yeah, I think it's been a combination of just careless.
And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down. Now they'll set up to throw. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Uh-oh. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10. task a bit tougher as they face second and goal. They'll go with him again. And he's in for the touchdown. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
The extra point is good. And the visitors will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This gonna be returned from right around the goal line. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Saints offense ready to get back to work. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now a ball deep, middle of the field.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end.
And he's going to go down. The pressure once again too much. And that should wrap this one up.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
So it's a win for our visitors. And it is a season sweep for them. They defeat their division rivals for the second time this year. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.